Racing B Rabbit steps okay. Homebush Limbo out well too. Vision and Power's got away well, and so too is Hannibal Lecter. So Vision and Power to lead there from Hannibal Lecter, and the brothers share it up there with Homebush Limbo. Corborn Tomcat runs past a few others. Then we've got Crystal Wave. B Rabbit is no chance. Nor is Stiff Drink, and nor is Vicky's Quest. Up they come. Vision and Power will score from second over Hannibal Lecter. So the brothers do Quinella it, and Corborn Tomcat dashed into third. Then we had Homebush Limbo with B Rabbit, and behind them to Crystal Wave, Stiff Drink, and Vicky's Quest. Lisa Ahern Quinella, and at very good odds. And there'll be some people clapping here, because once they hopped out of the boxes like that, they were always going to be tough. But I didn't expect them to be on the pace so quickly. 17.69 with a run home of 10.70, so the lead up 6.99 here. Racing, Allegro Max is slow tonight, suiting him out okay, but then checked big time. Kaz actually legged it out, and going quickly was Corborn Steve the outside. Murtagh starting to circle him around the outside, although Allegro Max got to third and Murtagh fourth into the back, then suiting him. Followed back then by Opawa Cassidy and the last pair of Homebush Lucifer and Botany Dave. Corborn Steve down the back by 3 or 4 from Big Time Kaz. That'd be followed through by Allegro Max. Murtagh not really running into this race. Then we've got Suitinham, well back Opawa Cassidy, the last pair are no chance. Corborn Steve in front. Big Time Kaz lines him up. Corborn Steve kicks and makes it 2 for the week. Big Time Kaz is second, Allegro Max is third, Murtagh is fourth and appeared to have every possible chance. Then Opawa Cassidy, Suitinham behind that, and the last pair were Botany Dave and Homebush Lucifer. Visiting trainer Craig Roberts on the board, and Corborn Steve, he won on Monday. That was 375 metres on the horseshoe track, and he wins today on the circle, 520 metres. Racing Cosmic Fury was slow, and so was Winfield Autumn. Opawa Sister straight to the lead from Just You Wait. Winfield Autumn barrels through the inside, then Sweet Lies getting into the race. They'll be followed back in the field then by Choc de Ellis. Well back in the race here is Fastback King, and Ode to Liberty's well back as they swing the corner. Opawa Sister in front, chasing hard Winfield Autumn and Cosmic Fury. In nicely here, Opawa Sister. I think Cosmic Fury grabbed second there off Winfield Autumn, followed across then by Fastback King's gone a fair race first up for Darcy. Then we had Choc de Ellis back and behind those runners. Well back in the race then, Sweet Lies. Just You Wait was well back too with Ode to Liberty. Choc de Ellis, if I didn't mention it. I think I did. Opawa Sister for Nathan Udy. Got off the gate nicely here. Got to the lead, slowed the pair the inside. Cosmic Fury, not unusual for him. Racing, Sir Richie steps okay the inside. Getting out nicely here was Leadfoot Lenny, and Big Fat Gypsy goes with it. Now Sir Richie tries to poke through on the inside. Then we've got War on Terror trying to work into the race with Hey You. Well back is Algeta, also back Matilda's Babe, and Shake Him Up on the corner. Driving to the lead is Sir Richie. Big Fat Gypsy out wide and closer in War on Terror. Sir Richie gets a deserved win. I think War on Terror got to second from Big Fat Gypsy, and Leadfoot Lenny is fourth to go by. Then we had Algeta. Matilda's Babe was well back when they crossed, so too Shake 'Em Up, Hey You. Sir Richie delivers off the inside. Second win tonight for Lisa Ahern. 17.52. It's a nice gallop. 10.58 the run home. Racing Jeweler springs out nicely and Always Welcome goes with it too, and Corborn Phillips hopping across from wide out with Air Raid and Thumbprint Tony back in the midfield. Killer Lion gets a run through the inside. No Danger second to last, and Jibber Jabber Jewel check back to last. Into the back goes Jeweler and she sets them up by about 4 lengths. Giving chase here Corborn Phillips, then Always Welcome looks like he's on retreat. Charging past him was Killer Lion, and Air Raid's in that party as well. They'll be followed back in the race. No Danger starting to loop around the outside. Further back then to Thumbprint Tony, Jibber Jabber Jewel. Jeweler's in front. Corborn Phillips trying hard. Jeweler falls in from Corborn Phillips, beats it about a head. Killer Lion is third to go by, and then No Danger, Always Welcome, Thumbprint Tony, Air Raid, and the last one's Jibber Jabber Jewel. She made it, but not by much. 30.24 goes on the board. 5.04 lead up, run home 11.79. Have the midsection for you in a moment too. Jeweler. Big run, Corborn Phillip. Will qualify for the final. Killer Lion, pretty bold for a Class 3 dog. And racing, Ritzadani hopped out quite nicely, and Royal Runner goes hard early as well. Invidious is in the hunt, and so's Backyard Bully out wider. Things get a wee bit tight in the middle. And getting back in the field here, we've got Dinah Phil, but Trust Issues a good way back, and so is Speed Legend. Now Royal Runner's taken up the lead by about 3 lengths. Ritzadani looking to chase her down. About 4 away, then to Homebush Kelso, then Backyard Bully. Invidious was next around. They'd be followed back in the pack there by Dinah Phil, but Trust Issues too far from them. Up to the corner they come. Royal Runner's in front. Ritzadani's charging hard the inside. Royal Runner ahead from Ritzadani. Homebush Kelso, a big run for third. Trust Issues fourth. Then we had Speed Legend, Backyard Bully, the brothers together. Invidious didn't go on. And last to go by Dinah Philbert. 30 and 13. Royal Runner. For Angela Turnwood. 30.13. 11.63. The run home has held Ritzadani. Homebush Kelso, a big effort. Racing, he picked it, he jumped. Fast Archery goes straight to the lead, but coming out fast was Fashion and Fame. They go shoulder to shoulder to the first bend, and Corborn Bright's come right across to get into third as well. We've got a race on here. Back and behind them then to Stylish Fancy, then Stolen Money. Gibbonate got a fair way off them, and so too Wallace Lad and Flying Swan. Down the back they scream, and it's a 2-dog war here up in front, and we've got Fast Archer on the inside. The outside of it to Fashion and Fame, not giving any, and Corborn Bright swoops through on the inside, further back to Stylish Fancy. Up they come, Fast Archer holding and wins about a half a length. I think Corborn Bright noses Fast Fashion and Fame out of the final. Find out in a moment. Further back then we had Stolen Money after a big gap. Stylish Fancy may have beaten that in for fourth, and they'd be followed back in the race. Then we had Gibbonator, Stolen Money, Flying Swan. Fast Archers won it in a 30.05. I think Corborn Bright's landed second. It was tight. Racing, Corborn Crouch, fair beginning only, and cops a check after the start, and jumping to the lead was Harlem Harker. Janet goes forward the outside, one in big trouble at the first bend. That was Caesar Chance, shuffled to the back. We go to the top, and it's Harlem Harker in front by a couple. Now Corborn Crouch has come out of it second. How did it do that? Further back then we've got Fortis Flyer. They'll be followed then by Jesse Surfs making ground. Janet's a long way from them. Caesar Chance is trying to recover, and Indiana Izmir is back with them. Up to the corner comes Corborn Crouch, sweeps on by Harlem Harker. Back and behind them then to Fortis Flyer, going a beaut race, and so's Check the Mail late. At the line, Corborn Crouch wins well. Tight second and third. Harlem Harker or Check the Mail driving through along the inside. Maybe the 2 over the 1. Then Fortis Flyer in for fourth. She won a big race. Back and behind those runners then to Jesse Serves. Further back in the race then we had Janet Will Miss Out. Well back Caesar Chance, who was skewed sideways at the first bend, and Indiana Izmir was never in the hunt either. 30 and 16 the time. Racing Allegro Chaser fires out, and so does YOY, and the sisters go head to head here. The back and behind them there we've got Super Zip Zip. Bump around the outside with big strides now. Back and behind them to Narahoy. Boston Blaze has got well back, and also back in the piece to Call Me Blue and Homebush Crash up to the corner. They come and Bump sweeps on by Allegro Chaser. Bump Allegro Chaser, YOY, Super Zip Zip fourth. They'll be followed across then by Narahoy. Gaps back the others. Boston Blaze, Call Me Blue, Homebush Crash. Bump does the job for Craig Roberts. Found clear air early, 17.32. First look at the track and a 10.51 rocketing home. Number 6 Bump scores from Allegro Chaser. YOY, they both picked the jump beautifully, but they had no answer for Bump. Racing pops some tags is slowly away, and Allegro Class is bounded to the lead here. Super Rooster coming out after it. Alpaca gets into its work now. Pops some tags, runs the inside, then Cider Drinker. Well back in the race here, Little Regus, Captain's Choice, and also a Cider Drinker as they come up towards the corner. Whitey's gone back last. Up comes Allegro Class, trying hard Alpaca. Allegro Class, Alpaca, they qualified. Pops some tags, misses his third. They'll be followed across by Super Rooster, Little Regus, Cider Drinker, Whitey's gone, and Captain's Choice. Allegro Class, first sprint, does the business. Bounced in front. They weren't going to pick it up, although Alpaca tried hard. 17.18. 17.18. That's the fastest time here in an age. Alpaca makes it in a Hearn Quinella. Racing Winfield Black Affair, sort of a break only. Now he gets shuffled and getting out quickly. There would have been Inazuma. Allegro Masters trying to drive through. So too Sprinkles gets right through on the inside to lead. Zipping Jai will follow it through. Favourites no chance here. Running into the race around the corner would have been El Donza further back in the race. Allegro Masters been shuffled. Down comes Sprinkles, scores. Zipping Jai into the final two. Inazuma, the veteran, held on for third. Ahead of Allegro Master. Back and behind those runners then to Waterbug. Then Winfield Black. Further back then, we had Tiparita in force and Eldonza never in the party. Sprinkles at big odds and continuing a good night for the McInerney team. They haven't actually won a race but got 2 through to the Spear on Rose final. And now they've won a race and get a dog through to the Dash for Cash final, 17.58. Racing Miss Allegro, only a fair break, and No Leaf Clover got out fast. Going up with it too, we've got Iona Haka pushing through on the inside. All in Berlin wheels around the outside. Call Me Ralph out wider on the track too. Well back in the race there, we've got Almost Got It. We're missing a dog too as they come up the straight. No Leaf Clover's going to bolt in. Call Me Ralph got to second, All in Berlin third. Then we had Iona Haka. They'd be followed through then by Miss Allegro. Well back we had Almost Got It and Nitro Lewis. Wasn't in the hunt at any stage there. No Leaf Clover completes a big night for Callum Ware, and Stacey Nissen wins the last, easily won the break, won the race. Call Me Ralph into the final. Good to see him there.